So today we have had a bit of a look at chord scale relationships, a bit of a different approach to what we've been doing, but it worked out quite well. So again, we've been looking at Awesome Leaves, we've been looking at the first 8 bars, and what we've come to is a bit of an exercise. Like you play the chord and you follow it with the appropriate scale. So the first 4 scales are going to be derived from the B flat major scale, so it's worth giving that a practice before you start. They're going to be on C minor 7, you're going to have a C Dorian scale, which is this. The way we're practicing the scales, we're going to just do 1 octave, so just the 8 notes, just to give you an idea of the sound more than anything, and a bit of a basic pattern of where it goes. So the first one, C minor 7, C Dorian, F7, F Mixolydian. Again, all of these scales are derived from the B flat major scale. It's just the notes of the B flat major scale starting on different root notes. C minor, F7, B flat major, it's just the major scale, E flat major. I'm going to do a Lydian scale for this, so you're going to have to watch the 4th, it's sharpened. It's going to be like this. Right, and the next bit is a little bit different. The first 2 chord scale relationships we're going to derive from a G harmonic minor scale. The first thing to get familiar with here is the G harmonic minor. If you are familiar with a G natural minor or Aeolian, that's going to be the same notes as the B flat major scale, which is this. We can take it from there. The harmonic minor is the same, but it has a raised 7th or a natural 7th or a major 7th, whatever you want to call it. So it's an F sharp rather than an F natural. Over 1 octave, that sounds like this. And over 2, it sounds and looks like this. Okay, so it's worth getting familiar with that first before we break down into the modes. The reason we're using this scale here is because whereas the first 4 bars we were dealing with the major 2-5-1, the second 4 bars we're dealing with the minor 2-5-1, so we need slightly different scales to give us those sounds. So G harmonic minor, so the first chord of those last 4 bars is an A half diminished, so you're going to play that chord, and then you're going to start your G harmonic minor on the A note, to give you that mode. It's not ideal for that chord, and that relationship isn't perfect, but for now it's a good place to start because it means we're not changing around the scales too much, going from that to the D7. And it does work, it's just not the most common choice. So you've got your A half diminished and then that scale, and you've got your D7 flat 9. Again, same notes as the G harmonic minor, which is going to start on a D this time. So you've got your chord, and then you've got your mode. Called a Phrygian dominant scale, it's really quite useful, so it's one worth getting around. And then the last chord is a G minor 7. For this we're going to go back to the major modes. This time we're actually going to use a Dorian sound, so we're not still using the B flat major, so it's derived from an F major. So you might want to practice your F major scale to get familiar with that. That's because it gives us the natural major 6. It's just a slightly nicer sound to resolve to. Yeah, so that's going to look like this. So the full exercise will sound something like this. Playing 2 bars on each thing, 2 bars on the chord, 2 bars on the scale. Hopefully you find that useful. Thanks.